Have you ever noticed that the most capable people you know are often the ones who accomplish the least? Not the laziest people, not the least informed, not the ones who gave up, the most capable. The ones who understand the problem better than anyone else in the room, who can articulate the solution clearly, who have read the books, done the research, watched the videos, taken the courses. They can explain exactly what is holding them back. They can name the pattern. They can describe the mechanism. And yet, the thing remains undone. Not because they forgot what they learned. Not because the information was wrong. Not because they stopped caring. Because knowing and doing are not the same skill. They have never been the same skill. There is a belief most people carry quietly that understanding something is the same as being able to do it. That if you just learn enough, research enough, understand deeply enough, the doing will follow naturally. It will not. Think about what knowing actually requires. It requires you to understand something, to be able to explain it, to recognize it when you see it. None of those things require you to move. None of them carry risk. None of them expose you to being wrong in a way that anyone else can see. Doing requires all of those things. Doing means producing something that exists outside your head and can be evaluated by the world. That is a completely different psychological experience from knowing. Knowing is cognitive. Doing is behavioral. They operate in different parts of the brain. They respond to different conditions. They are governed by different fears. Understanding procrastination does not make you less likely to procrastinate. Understanding self-sabotage does not make you immune to it. Understanding the psychology of almost does not move you out of the almost zone. Knowing better has absolutely nothing to do with doing better. Here is the mechanism actually operating underneath. Knowledge gives you something that action cannot give you. It gives you the feeling of progress without the cost of it. When you research something thoroughly, when you understand it deeply, your brain releases a small reward. Not the reward of having done it, the reward of feeling like you are getting closer to doing it. That reward is real. It is not imaginary. And it is just enough to keep you in the research phase indefinitely. Because every time the discomfort of not having started rises to the surface, you learn something new. The discomfort subsides. The cycle resets. You are not failing to start. You are succeeding at something else entirely. At managing the discomfort of not starting through the temporary relief of understanding more. That is an extraordinarily effective system. It just does not produce anything.
I just need to understand it a little more fully. Once I have the complete picture, I will know exactly what to do. I am almost ready to start. I just need to make sure I have not missed anything.
Notice what Al's voice never says. It never says, I am afraid. It never says, I might fail. It never says, I am not good enough. It says, I need more time. I need more information. I need everything to be in order first. Those are not admissions of fear. They are reasonable sounding justifications for the same outcome. The whiteboard is full. The plan is complete. The research is thorough. And the first step remains at 0%. Not because the plan is wrong, because the plan existing is doing the same psychological job that starting would do, without any of the risk. The gap between knowing and doing is not closed by more knowing. That is the uncomfortable truth that makes this pattern so persistent. Every time you feel the discomfort of not having started yet, you respond by learning more. And the learning relieves the discomfort, temporarily. So the cycle continues. Discomfort, learning, relief, repeat. The cycle is not a character flaw. It is not laziness dressed up in intelligence. It is a logical response to a specific psychological equation. The discomfort of not starting, plus the relief of learning something new, equals temporary equilibrium. Your brain is not confused. It is optimizing. The problem is what it is optimizing for. It is not optimizing for completion. It is not optimizing for progress. It is not optimizing for the thing you say you want. It is optimizing for the management of discomfort in the present moment. And it is very good at it. That is why knowing this does not automatically change it. You now know the cycle. You understand the mechanism. You can see it operating in real time. And the thing is still not done. Dear Almost, you do not have an information problem. You have never had an information problem. You have a finality problem. The gap between knowing and doing is not filled with more knowledge. It is crossed. Not with confidence, not with certainty, not when everything is perfectly in place. It is crossed in the presence of all the doubt you have been waiting to resolve before you start. The line is there. You can see it. That has never been the problem. That is the almost effect for this week. If something in this video made you want to argue back, that is worth paying attention to. The things we argue against most instinctively are usually the things closest to truth. New video next week. Same channel, same diagnosis, different pattern. The almost effect.